Maybe it's by divine inspiration that Mark Angelson's initials stand for mergers and acquisitions. Nobody teaches the subject better, and nobody is a better practitioner. And I think it symbolizes what Mark and Lynn and the whole family does with their lives. They teach others, they give back, and they try to make the world we share, whether it's business or education or scholar rescue, a better place for all. Mark joined the board about a dozen years ago and came to fall in love with one aspect of our program, the Fulbright program we administer on behalf of the Department of State. It turned out he fell in love with something else, which is our Scholar Rescue Fund and the program to rescue scholars who are threatened all over the world. This work never gets old. We've been doing it for nearly 100 years. Mark chairs the fund as I speak, and every time the fund meets, we've had 71 meetings so far, every time it meets, there's a new case, a new aspect to the case, a new threat, a new development. So this is the Institute's main work in saving national academies. We save the lives of scholars so they can do their work and return to their home countries when it's safe to do so, to rebuild what they left behind.
Well, I'm a Syrian Law Professor. I came here through the help of Mark Angelson and the Scholar Rescue Fund. I've been here for almost a year. I do teach intellectual property and information technology. In so many ways, I think Mark Angelson is in the forefront of war and terror. With all this physical destruction we have been witnessing in Syria for a number of years, there is, in my opinion, another much more dangerous war is being waged, where a group of all kind of dark forces, if you would like to call them that way, try to sow the seeds of division, sectarianism, and violence. And to achieve their purposes, they specifically target education and schools, universities, so that they can ensure a steady stream of recruits, fighters. So as a Scholar Rescue Fund myself, I think Mark's effort to provide sanctuary to scholars and students in areas of conflicts do significantly contribute to the process of establishing a peaceful and much more prosperous world.
Well, it's real easy with Mark. The team gets together before we go to a meeting and says, does anybody know somebody Mark doesn't know? It seems like he knows everybody that will open the door for us, help us, whether it's in Chicago, New York, or in Washington, D.C., and the Congress and the White House. So when I go to lobby on behalf of Fulbright or Scholar Rescue, I could ask for no better ally than Mark. And you're among friends when the chief of staff of the senator or the vice president comes out and hugs him. He's that kind of guy, and he knows a whole lot of people and puts them at the service of all the organizations he supports. Why honor Mark? I'm going to paraphrase Madeleine Albright here. There is a special place in heaven for alumni that serve their alma mater. In my dozen years with Mark, I know of no one who's more proud of their association with Rutgers and what Rutgers is doing and what Rutgers has become than Mark. And there's even a more special place in heaven for alumni that serve on boards of governors and chair the Budget and Finance Committee of the whole university. That special service and deserves special recognition up in heaven. Now, I also understand that many of the audience here are lawyers. And while I'm not sure this is a legal term, carpe diem is a really important concept to understand Mark and his wife, Lynn. Currently at the classic stage, which they also support, the current play is the Dead Poets Society, where the teacher tells the boys, seize the day. Well, that's what the Angelsons do. They seize the day, but to make it better for everybody else. And that's why I'm proud to speak on Mark's behalf and why I'm so happy Rutgers is honoring him in this way.